This is the first VHS movie I've watched in a long while because it's been a long while since they've made a VHS movie. Currently streaming on Shudder and Philo, which I watched it on Philo. Um, Time to talk about all the shorts. The first short is really good. We got this character Ratma, where these news reporters are investigating this urban legend that there's a rat man creature living in the sewers. They don't want to go in the sewers, but they got to get some better photos. I think they kind of gloss over it way too fast, though, about the fact that they don't want to go in there. Like, they go in there pretty willingly. At first, they don't want to go in there, but she wants to get better shots. She sees this and that, and she ends up going in there. Her cameraman dies, and she survives, but it turns out that, um, you know, the Ratma thing wasn't just like people worshiping it just because it's a strange creature. It's actually got some supernatural abilities because she ends up coming from the sewer and puking stuff all over a guy and burning him alive in one of the best effects of the movie. Um, Not my favorite kill though. It's a lot of people's favorite kill that have seen this movie, but I think the third segment had some of the best. The second segment I didn't really care for. It wasn't exactly bad, but it was just kind of generic. It's the typical what if the person that was in the fucking coffin was actually still alive? I mean, they literally acknowledged that that's a pretty common thing that some people have a fear of. So the whole segment is just this girl sitting in a funeral home alone, waiting for people to come, and occasionally hearing creepy noises. Whoa. Um, Fuck that. It's just lazy. It's not the VHS I know. Um, Even though people didn't really like Viral, I thought they had some more creative stuff in that one. And VHS 1 and 2 just had so many good segments. I love those movies, and I've only seen them maybe once or twice. I think the most I've seen them was twice, and those things still live in my head. Lily the Demon, the Alien one, uh, the Cult one with the fucking train ending was insane. And now we got this girl sitting in a funeral home and creepy noises. No, that's just kind of lazy. I do love the makeup when he comes out, though. It's fucking terrifying and gross to look at. Um, but then they just fucking end it with a tornado. It's lazy. Um, this one is by far my favorite one, though. The third segment is the subject, and it is this guy that is trying to make AI, robots, artificial intelligence, whatever, and humans connect, and he does it in very disturbing ways. Um, the cops end up coming and killing him, and they are apparently only here for survivors. But then they try and kill the survivors because they don't hold up to the beauty standards of being human anymore, even though, like, you knew this guy was mutilating people. Come on now. It has got amazing kills throughout. It was just fucking awesome. And it was really sad to see SA die, and that soldier dude die too. He was the only nice soldier, and he got killed in a pretty brutal way. It was very unfortunate. They tried to work together, but of course, it's a VHS movie. There's not going to be happy endings. I don't think a character has ever survived in a VHS movie. That's why they're found footage movies, is because everybody's gonna fucking die. So unfortunately, they die. Um, the final one is by far my least favorite. It wasn't exactly bad, but it was just people kill this vampire every day by like shooting it in the head, but it's a vampire, so that's not like how you kill vampires. So it's just to like keep it in control. Kind of interesting, but I didn't really care for it. The vampire makeup was really cool. Um, that is something I'll always appreciate about VHS is how cool the makeup and the practical effects and all that shit is. But sometimes the segments aren't that interesting. And the vampire one, it wasn't that interesting to me. The vampire escapes and it kills them. I don't care, unfortunately enough. That was pretty much it. And then of course, there's the segments throughout the movie about these people looking through a building. I didn't care for that plot. We've definitely had some better ones throughout the series. Like in the second one is probably by far my favorite one, where it's these two detectives looking through tapes and bad stuff ends up happening to them.